we're exposing attorneys allegedly taking advantage of people who are hurt. Attorneys who promise to protect your rights, but instead, some say they're violating them.
It's considered one of the oldest, most unethical and illegal practices some attorneys still engage in. Now a growing problem catching accident victims off guard within days and sometimes just hours following a car crash.
It's unseedy, but that's where the term ambulance chaser comes from, as you're aware.
Only it seems so-called ambulance chasers have stepped up their game, using better technology and other resources. Detroit's former police chief Ralph Godby says around Metro Detroit, it's now open season on cell phone numbers and other personal info belonging to accident victims. Derek, who asks us not to reveal his last name, says he got a phone call within just 24 hours of being T-boned behind the wheel. His accident happened on Detroit's west side in April, and the man on the phone was promising to help.
Take me to a medical facility, and they would treat me for my injuries, and also it would be a lawyer present.
How did you react initially when your phone rang and it was an attorney offering you services?
How did these people get my information?
Asking the same question, another accident victim, Kimberly.
What was their explanation as to how they got your number?
They just told me they found me through a scanner. Me being the first time, I went with them.
Both Kimberly and Derek have since learned whoever called them had broken a state law against solicitation, punishable by jail time and fines up to $60,000.
As a person that's hurt or a person that's seeking an attorney, you have the absolute right to choose your lawyer.
For more than 20 years, attorney Daniel Romano has been practicing law in Metro Detroit. He suspects police officers, emergency responders, even hospital workers could be turning over personal info as part of a bigger kickback scheme.
I don't even think they're actually chasing the ambulance. I think sometimes the ambulance is involved in the solicitation. They'll just show up in the hospital and start talking to them about their case and having sign-up papers.
Even worse, former Chief Godby explains police reports containing personal information are now routinely kept in a database. That database could be accessed by any number of people. Some may not even realize they're breaking the law.
And ignorance is not an excuse. An officer may not be aware that to do that, you are violating the law. But it could be as nefarious as some of these attorneys may be paying to get this information from the inside.
Cases where there is no police report and they go directly to the hospital. It happens in cases where there's no hospital visit immediately and there's only a police report.
Romano says countless firms engage in these illegal practices. As for Derek and Kimberly, they say those soliciting lawyers sent them to get medical treatment at partnering Detroit health clinics who charged their insurance top dollar. Then they referred both their cases to an outside firm. Both Derek and Kimberly have since fired those law firms.
You're thinking that they're helping you, but they're actually gaining from the solicitation.
What's your advice to other people that might suffer an accident and then get a phone call like this?
They predators, you know. They talk good. Don't jump into nothing. If someone calls you and say, I want to represent you, no. Find your own lawyer.
If you're getting a call from somebody directly saying that they're either from a law office or they work for a law office or they work for doctors that are going to get you to a lawyer, hang up the phone.
Both Derek and Kimberly have hired new attorneys. In the meantime, Derek has filed a complaint with the state's Attorney Grievance Commission. They wouldn't comment specifically on this case, but they promised to fully investigate all complaints. We also checked with a Wayne County prosecutor who says they've never charged an attorney criminally for this. Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News.